can see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboys fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, you guys any...
This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, we're here.
Yep, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means.
Yeah, we're going to half-ass another show.
We're basically copying JR, copying Brody Lee.
Did you hear all the collective whine of all the ICW out there? They put, you know what that means for WWE. They can't, that's Brody Lee's line. Because they put it's Monday night, it's Big E's at Raw. You know what that means?
Yeah,
And all they had, there was a collective whine fest that went for a good 20 or 30 minutes. I mean, I could hear it out the window so loud.
Yeah, you do a really good imitation of the internet wrestling community.
Right. Well, I mean,
that we're part of. Wow.
that internet wrestling community, not the normal one.
What's normal about the internet wrestling community?
Because there is actually a small group of people that get on there and they talk about stuff. They talk about matches. They talk about, this and that. They don't whine about every damn thing. Like, if you whine enough, I mean, granted, technically we were kind of part of that whiny group with the Lex Luger thing, but that's another story. But
dude, and by the way, if you have not seen that video, it's on our regular podcast stuff. It's TGWP Dark. Basically, there's a couple people that came to Lex Luger's aid in that video.
Right. Yeah, there were some butthurt fans for sure on that one.
Oh, without a doubt. They were mad. They were heated.
What are you talking about Lex Luger? He's the greatest. I'm the guy that took a cereal.
What?
Now breaking into Al Gore from South Park.
Yeah, you're gonna have some mentally handicapped people sending you hate mail later. I ain't talking
about them. I have no problem with any of them.
Anyways, so I watched the new version of NXT, or should I say Nickelodeon. It was actually a pretty decent. It was a pretty decent show from what I saw, but of course I watched it on Hulu.
And I will say the same. I watched it live last night. It was good. It was exactly what they said was going to happen with NXT. They changed the set. They brightened it up, and they put the young new talent on Front Street. And it was one of the sink or swim moments for them. And the ones that they put out, they swam.
Oh, yeah. Especially Rick Steiner's son. Whoa, boy.
Right. Rick Steiner's son did great.
That dude that was in the main event did awesome.
Yeah. There was a lot of, like I said, there was. I don't know I don't know what you. Yeah, all right, I can do this. Wait, how did I do this? Oh yeah, now I remember how to do it.
You just froze.
Yeah, I know. Can you still hear me at least?
I can hear you, but I can't. But you're no whatever you're doing, I can't see.
Yeah, I'm pulling up stuff. Okay, come on, Facebook, load.
You might have to modify your phone there, Nelson, because I can hear him perfectly.
Yeah, we're coming through. I'm watching it. There's sound on our end.
You might have to modify your phone there, buddy, or turn up the volume or something. You know, the volume, that little button on the side that goes up or down.
Yeah, he's gonna show you another little something that goes up and down, up and down. I can see it now. He over there getting ready to roll out on you.
He's going to roll pretty far
to bring my computer up for something.
He's going to roll pretty wild to get to me.
They just wait for you to come over here one day. He'll be watching.
Definitely.
But like I said, they put the new guys on Front Street. They put them out there, and
oh yeah,
it worked.
Yeah, they did amazing work. They really did. And honestly, people were saying, "Oh well, you know, this new look of NXT stupid." Not really. It looks to me it looks a lot better than what they had.
I like the old look better.
That's because you just like dark brooding stuff.
Yeah, no, there's no argument there.
But let's face it, it's a multi-million-dollar company.
Right. And
let's face it,
you started off. NXT, oh yeah, I watched NXT.
Yeah.
So you really want your developmental company looked at as Nickelodeon of wrestling.
It looks like the only reason why I said that is because of the logo.
But I'm just saying. You
cannot tell me that logo is not.
No, I'm not.
Does not remind you of Nickelodeon.
No, that's the thing, and that's not what I'm. That's my point. Do you really want the first thing that people think of when they look at your developmental league is that you want them to think Nickelodeon, a kid show?
Apparently, Vince does.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. I like the old look better. I will say this: I like the way the arena is set better.
Oh,
I don't like the color scheme. The arena is fucking awesome. Well,
already, yeah. Article 6.
And then when I tried to make up for violating Article 6, I violated Article 6. Sorry, John.
So yeah, I mean, the only thing that I was waiting.
I gotta argue on that one, Nelson. I'm sorry. We talked about this last night.
The wedding part was awesome. The wedding part was awesome.
Me and him were texting, actually, before that segment started. Me and him were texting, and both of us were saying the same thing. When are they going to start doing this stupid crap? The weddings are, oh God, why are they doing this again? I was dreading that segment. Once that segment got going, that was one of the high points of the night. I'm sorry.
The wedding part was awesome. When people were going to object, he had an axe in his jacket. He choked out the priest.
Oh, I know you didn't like it, Nelson.
You were wondering what was cut out of the Hulu part, right?
No, I was going to go into that for Raw.
I didn't watch Raw yet on Hulu. I just watched NXT.
You just said you.
No,
Lord, Tubby, you're worthless.
I watched NXT on Hulu. I have not watched Raw yet. But what was cut from NXT was that Carmelo in-ring interview, another tag team match, and the Frankie Monet match that apparently didn't happen on the live stream either, did it?
It did.
That's the only three things that I could think of that was cut.
Now, I think they should have left the the one guy, the one interview, because it set up the
Carmelo?
girl. Yeah, no, it set up his next match
Yeah,
in a feud. It looked
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh,
I
would you leave
watched.
Pete? Pete Dunne is the greatest heel in NXT. I mean,
They're
I've
not
heard
gonna.
nothing but good.
They're not
I've
gonna
heard
put the
nothing but
belt
good
on
things
him.
about Pete Dunne. No, they're not going to put. They should. They should, but they're not. I've heard nothing but good things about Pete Dunne outside of the ring. So I'm
Now
not saying this
it makes me
against Pete
wonder
Dunne.
if they're doing a thing with Kyle and Pete now,
They could.
because supposedly the story is Pete Dunne and Rich Holloway attacked Kyle O'Reilly. Did that happen on the live stream or not?
I actually missed the first few minutes of it. I will say that I missed the first few.
Because they said that they were talking about that a lot on the Hulu stream. I didn't
Yeah.
see it happen. I assumed it happened on the live stream.
Oh, and Rick Steiner's son did great in his debut. I was
Yeah,
like, debut. I was a little lost in the debut,
yeah, he really did. Like I
but
enjoyed his work. I mean, granted, he needs to slow down, in my
that's kind of the
opinion.
Steiner method.
Yeah, but even the Steiners were methodical in some aspects of it.
Yeah. Yes, autocorrect does. Uh,
I mean, let's
but
look at it this way. Early Steiners, I get it. Yeah, they were fast, they were hard nosed, and they beat the crap out of you, and they suplex you about 7 times. I'm talking like later on, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, as they broke apart, Scott Steiner becoming
mm,
that more methodical kind of character, and then Rick joining back up with him in '99 and kind of reforming the Steiner brothers. They kind of went to that slow, methodical pace. I think honestly, what's going to hurt Rick's kid, is the fact that
Bronson.
he's Rick's kid.
I honestly am surprised they didn't call him Steiner. To be totally honest with you.
But I did hear on commentary that one of the guys, I'm not sure which one it was. I know it wasn't Wade. I think it was the dude in the middle. He's like the dog face gremlin. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. If you're going to do hints about who his dad, and that's another thing, it's kind of stupid. I mean, if you really want to look at it, we know who he is. They're going to make comments like that saying, "Oh, well, he reminds me of the dog face gremlin." Yuck, yuck, wink, wink, that kind of shit. But they're not just going to come right out and say, "Yeah, that's Rick Steiner's kid."
No,
Call him Bronson Steiner.
I don't
You
know
know.
why they changed his name. My fear is
Well,
he's gonna
I
do good.
understand them not. I understand them not calling him Rick Steiner,
Yeah. Now,
which is his actual last name.
yeah. Now my fear is he's gonna do good in NXT. He's gonna be like Otis in NXT. Go to the main roster, start him off the way he was in NXT, and then change him.
No, I not Otis. Started off in NXT a goofy comedy character. He went to SmackDown as a goofy comedy character. They kept him as a goofy comedy character, and now they decided he's a big tough SOB.
Yeah, but I can sort of see the same thing happening with him, with the
But
real Steiners.
well, that's the motive they've used, or the method they've used rather, in the past. But the fact is, he's not starting off a comedy character.
I just can't
And
buy
that's
into. I can't buy in. It's the same reason I couldn't buy into Mojo. I didn't get the gimmick. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love the fact that he's high energy. I love that, but it doesn't seem to fit who he really is, in my opinion. Am I wrong? Maybe. Who knows?
I think time will tell on that, but I do agree with you on that stance. I've never been a big fan of the super high energy like Mojo Rawley. That was horrible.
Yeah.
And then by the time they decide to actually say, you know what, this ain't working, let's kill it, they've already killed him.
Yeah, like
as the character.
I didn't
Yeah,
didn't like
the
Mojo.
methodical Mojo that came out as the heel. That was no, that didn't work.
No, I didn't like the high energy Mojo Rawley. and I didn't like what they did with him after. Just like I didn't like Owen Hart whenever he was actually part of a group called High Energy. Like I didn't like
Right.
that. You know.
Vince, well, you kind of made your own point on that because of the fact that's what Vince does, and it's funny. Vince goes back to the well. He's always done that.
Yeah.
Every time the ratings start to drop, every time things start to get bad, he goes back to the well.
Yeah,
But the bad thing
you can
is,
only go back to the well so many times before that well is poisoned.
right? And the thing of it is, he's pulling out the stuff that's not good. I mean, I'm honest to God, I'm almost to the point of sitting here waiting for them to come out with the new Degeneration X, or the new Nation of Domination, or the new,
dude, everyone thought that with the Hurt Business. Everyone was like, "Oh,
actually, they were very similar." Yeah, they were sort of similar. Or no, I'm not even gonna say sort of. They were pretty much exactly alike. And I do think, although and I will say this, there was so much more that could have been done with the Hurt Business. So much more. That was a great team. That was a great faction.
Honestly, me and you talked about it off air. Actually, I think yesterday about Xavier possibly turning heel. What if he joins the Hurt Business?
It could be, and it might, and honestly, I'm going to say it too. I agree with Nelson on this.
Yeah, I would say that.
I think it's good that Vince is, like I said, obviously, if these guys were as ready as they were last night, they were that ready last month. They were they could have been starting to get worked in, but they weren't. They were just kind of in this limbo area.
And a lot of that probably has to do with Triple H and Shawn.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go with what brought them to the dance. And what brought them to the dance were the indie darlings. Up until that point, no one cared about NXT.
Right. And they are absolutely right about that. But this is the thing. You've got to find, and I'm not saying kill everybody from the old NXT. I'm not saying fire everyone.
No,
you got to have that mix.
You have the old guard there. You have Tommaso. You have Pete Dunne. You have Kyle O'Reilly. You have Dexter Lumis. You have that old guard still there, but you need to bring in that
integrating the young guys.
Yeah.
And women.
Because
there were and I hate that I can't remember her name. But she was the one with
the girl in Dynamite?
No.
The girl in or the girl that's part of Hit Row.
Hit Row. She's got some moves to her.
Yeah.
She's still green. I saw a lot of stuff with her that was still green.
Yeah.
You put a few months of matches under her belt, yeah, she's going to be a force because she has got the build, she's got the strength.
Now
she's got speed.
That match got cut from the Hulu version,
and that was bad. That was actually a match that could have stayed because, like I said, it wasn't a great match.
That got cut from the Hulu. I saw that match on YouTube after.
Yeah, it was one of those matches that it was not. I'm not going to sit here and say it was great, but it was one of those matches where you look at her and go, "Oh yeah," you give her a couple of more years, and she's going to be a main event.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's no question there. She's going to be a main event.
So that tag team that's part of Diamond Mine, the Brothers Tag. Oh boy.
Yeah, what was their name?
I don't know. I want to call them People That Hurt You and Love It.
I was thinking more of like Frat Boys Don't Take That Drink.
Like, I mean, they give you that. They for real give you that thought in your head of, yeah, I'm not gonna hang out with these dudes because these dudes are gonna just be like, you're gonna learn today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me, those two, and we're talking about the same two, the two white guys in the black singlets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was making sure because I don't know their names. I'm still these new guys. I'm still learning a lot of the names. But like I said, with them, they give me the impression of being the frat boys that just down like a 6 pack of beer, snorted a half pound of coke each, and hollered,
Right.
"Where's the roof at all?" You know?
Right? I mean, these
Yeah,
guys, dude, you want to know how they tag each other? They slap each other in the face.
right. As
If
far
that's
as
a,
the in-ring
if
ability goes, they're
it's a little,
actually pretty incredible.
I mean, it's that amateur style, yes. If they had a little more flash and flair to it, they could be Kurt Angle. But
That's
right now they're
exactly what I
not.
was saying. They right now they remind me of Kurt Angle.
Yeah. But
They've
dude,
got to get into the professional side of it. They've
yeah,
got to get in the pro wrestling side of it. They've got the amateur stuff down, but they look good.
yeah.
That's the thing. And they preach this all night. I don't know how much it came across in the uh, Hulu version, but they did this all night. This is NXT 2.0,
Oh,
the
they said that constantly.
superstars of tomorrow today.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they were showing with. And again,
That was
I
a
hate that I can't remember these guys' names.
that was a shot at OVW.
Well, I mean, that was what they were.
No, but that was a
OVW and
but
NXT was the same
yeah,
thing now.
but that was a shot at OVW. That's what OVW used to be called. OVW
Right,
Tomorrow Superstars Today.
right.
Wow.
And well, I mean, that was the WWE developmental pack actually back with, well, if the whole, memory thing with Vince is true, he's probably sitting there with, Bruce going, well, damn it, Bruce, didn't we call them that? Why are they NXT now? They're still in Ohio, aren't they? You know, if the memory thing's true.
Probably. We need to find. He's like Bruce, get me Jim now. Get him
Yeah,
on.
I can hear that now. I ain't worked for you in 15 years, you dumb. We can't even go into it. If I start doing the Jim Cornette promo, the Article 6 is gone. I mean, let's just say it like it is. Jim's going. Jim was that man. Much like me, he works in profanity like other artists work in watercolors and clay.
Yeah, I can hear it now. He's telling Bruce, Bruce, get me Jim Cornette now.
Yeah,
Well,
well, I've
Steve,
got it up on the screen,
we saw
but
your Hulu comment. We don't have to answer every comment you do. Okay, we were in a
and
long train of thought.
right at the moment, I was going to get to that because it is true they have been talking about Hulu losing some WWE content
Yes, all going to
because
Peacock.
right, and Peacock is starting next day streaming, so it only makes sense for them to move to Peacock. The only thing is, they won't get SmackDown.
No,
SmackDown will
they will
probably
not
stay
get.
on Hulu.
Yeah, SmackDown will stay on Hulu. And what's this thing with Edge? I saw a little bit of SmackDown. Why did they stretcher him out?
Because this is from last Friday. Edge basically got written off TV. Seth Rollins beat the crap out of him. Like we're talking
Okay.
Edge, he hit him with
I didn't know
something.
if it was like
They're
it was
playing,
like a kayfabe thing.
Yeah, they're playing that he kind of got like a stinger and couldn't move to defend himself, and Rollins did like 3 or 4 super kicks right in the face, and then 2 curb stomps to his neck.
Yeah, I
And
didn't know if it was kayfabe or real. So
yeah, no, it's kayfabe, and unless he is injured in some other way but I don't think they would have put him doing the neck damage. He's written off TV for a while. That's basically it.
yeah.
His
And
contract is a
also,
very limited contract.
Also tonight is AEW Dynamite.
Right. Where again, the AEW marks are going to be like, we won, we beat Raw, and they keep in the graphic. We beat Raw, and they keep in the graphic. Anyway, we beat Raw, and they keep in the graphic. Not overall ratings, but we beat Raw.
Yeah, in the
In
demo.
one spot. Yeah, it's like in one spot. We beat Raw in one spot. You know, it's like I can't remember who I was talking to about it. I was like, it's like when you take the '96 NBA final or the '97 NBA finals. If you go by like Game 3, first quarter, Utah Jazz won. But
Yeah.
if you wait till the end of the game, the Bulls did. You know,
Yep.
if you take it from the first quarter, the Jazz were ahead when the first quarter ended, and there you go, they won. They won the game. But if you look at the actual history books, they didn't. They lost.
Yep.
And that's kind of the same with this.
It goes back to the old saying. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
I don't remember. I never remember who I talked to be totally honest with you. This is the one thing I am going to say though, and I guarantee you AEW is going to run with this. I guarantee you Tony Khan's testicles are going to grow 3 sizes today. You know, all of that. Because they probably are going to beat Raw this week in the actual overall ratings. I think it's going to come close for one reason. The true Monday Night Titan is back. This past Monday was the season opener of Monday Night Football. And we all know from the beginning of the Monday Night Wars to the very first Raw that was ever broadcast, when Monday Night Football goes up against Raw, Raw's ratings drop. Just as
But
pure and
let's
simple.
not forget, okay? Next Monday, the new Raw ratings is going to be in town, and that's Monday Night Retro done by us. Let's not forget that.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, as far as the real Raw goes, and by the way, I figured we just do a short one here since I haven't gotten anything to eat yet, and I still got to do some crap. But I do want to get a little bit into Raw. And I'm going to get in very little into Raw because, oh my God, it was horrible.
I didn't watch it, so.
Oh dear God, 3 hours is way too long. Big E winning, cashing Money in the Bank, and winning the title, absolutely great. Love it. And absolutely, you're absolutely right, Nelson. Football, that's why I said that's the true Monday Night Titan. They talk about
hey, let's just say it. Monday Night Retro is going to beat out Monday Night Football. It's going to happen.
No.
In my mind, okay? In my mind.
Nothing on Monday night. And I'll be the first to admit, actually, I turned over after Raw went off and watched the rest of that game. I wish I watched the football game. The game was a lot better than Raw. And I mean, it was a killer. It was a great game. I know probably Weasel is mad as a mother right now.
You tried. You tried.
You know, it was the Raiders versus the Ravens. And we all know what happens when the Raiders lose with Weasel.
Right. He's probably sitting in his bunker right now crying.
Oh, he used to get mad. There were a couple of times I thought he was going to whoop your ass. He'd get all mad at you messing about the Ravens, man. You don't mess with Weasel about the Ravens.
No, it's not that.
And yes, it was actually. It was a killer.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing when it comes to Weasel. Weasel ain't gonna fight anyone like me because I'm not old and decrepit like God rest his soul. The guy that he tried to fight was.
Yeah, Weasel one day, I guarantee you, man. And Weasel's one of them little wiry mothers. He'll crawl up your ass and beat you to death from the inside out. But like I said, Raw in a whole was absolutely horrible. There was a good Karrion Cross promo, but the bad thing is, the last time I saw Karrion Cross, he lost to Jeff Hardy in his debut. And now we've got this guy coming on TV talking about how my body count grows. I never saw it. They cut it always out of Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
football
gonna say
good,
this.
Raw bad.
I'm just gonna say this, okay?
Hmm.
It's like in Tropic Thunder. It's like whenever Robert Downey Jr. is talking to Ben Stiller. You never go full retard. Raw went full retard.
You know, yeah, there was something wrong. And I mean, good. Oh my God, the botch fests. And
Dude,
I mean, they had
Raw,
like 3 in a row. There was the Charlotte Flair.
My dude, Sean,
But-
right. Raw went in full panic mode. It really did.
But I mean, like I said, they had the botch fests, 3 matches in a row. Charlotte Flair versus Shayna Baszler. Then they went Rhea Ripley versus. Oh no, sorry, it was Nikki ASH versus Tamina, which was hilarious because they announced the wrong winner. And the thing of it is, the people in the crowd, you could tell they were, and the announcers are like, Tamina's got to be furious because she lost this, and the guy actually goes, and the winner of this match is Tamina. So they go Rhea Ripley versus Natalia, and it was just, and I mean, like we're talking beginning to end, just botch after botch after botch after. Nikki looked uncoordinated and off balance 99% of the match. You know,
Dude, it's really bad.
SmackDown is better than.
It's really bad that Vince can sit there all day and say AEW is not competition. Looking at Raw this past week, he's looking at AEW as competition.
Right. But and he needed to, because that was, like I said, that was a freaking horrible show. I mean, absolutely terrible.
So what Vince needs to
Watching
do
that
right now,
wrong, watching that wrong or that Raw, KEPW is competition for Raw. A local indie show could have put Raw down Monday. It was that bad.
$5 wrestling.
That crowd was dead. You know, the only high points of it were the Big E stuff. You know, Big E winning the title was great. I love that. That was the feel good moment. And they tried to pull you a little bit because, like I was seeing another person commenting this morning, he's like, when Lashley hit that spear, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You know, he just had that match with Orton. That was a good match with Orton. It was a hard hitting match. And he's got a busted leg, and then he's going to hit Big E and pinning. I was like, come on. And no, he didn't. He ended up winning, and of course, Big E is the world heavyweight champion.
What about how Big E just picked up Lashley like he was a 5-pound bag of potatoes?
That got me. I mean, I know Big E's a strong, big old boy, but to see him flip Bobby Lashley, who is not small in any stretch of any imagination. I mean, maybe if you're Andre the Giant, but to see him flip him over and pop him up on his shoulder like he was a toddler, and poor Bobby, man, his brain had to been like screaming because it's like, he is not used to being handled like that. You know, you got guys like, if that was Rey Mysterio or someone like that, you'd be like, even Kofi Kingston or Xavier Woods. They're used to kind of being manhandled like that. You don't manhandle Bobby Lashley.
No.
Bobby Lashley's like 6'5", almost 300 pounds. You don't manhandle Bobby Lashley.
No. And literally, I bet he was thinking to himself, oh, well, this is how everybody else feels.
Right. That was it. He's probably going, so that's how this feels. Now I see why the guys go. Now I see why the guys go. Be like, listen, man, just be careful with me. But now I get it. But yeah, that was the high point. That was the high point of Raw.
All right.
The only high point of Raw.
And I'm thinking what we should do for next Wednesday is the state of wrestling.
Yeah, actually, I saw the wrestling retro guys did something like that. I think one of the next things coming up has got to be they're gonna shake things up again, pal.
Well, the draft
We
is
do
scheduled.
have a draft coming.
The draft is scheduled for the first week of October.
Right. We do have the draft coming.
So could we see Edge going to Raw? Could we see Drew McIntyre going to SmackDown? Could we see someone from NXT coming to Raw or SmackDown? Only one way to find out, and that's to watch the draft 2-night special. It starts on SmackDown and ends on Raw.
Yeah, and if I wasn't working, I would say we do a live stream of the draft.
If I wasn't working,
But you don't work at night.
that's true. I could do it.
You don't work at. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I'll.
Are you gonna?
I don't know. We'll
watching it?
figure out something big. Yeah, I'll be watching it. Because
Why don't we just do it like we're going to do
what
the
I
Monday Night
do it.
Retro?
Because
You
I will
watch
actually
it
be
and I'll
at
watch
work when it's happening.
Ew.
But I'll be at work when it's happening. I can't be.
Yeah. Okay. What
So
about
I mean,
the
I can
Sunday
have it going in the
after?
back.
What about Sunday after?
Yeah. We'll figure out something to cover the draft. That's still a couple of weeks away. So, and we do have in a couple of more weeks, or actually, it's about 3 weeks away. In a couple of weeks away, we've got Extreme Rules, where
Actually, September
Extreme Rules
27th.
stuff is going to happen. Right. All Extreme Rules stuff is going to happen. So
We might have a pudding match. You never know.
a pudding match. I don't know. I think the days of the pudding matches and the mud matches and the jello matches Vince might be like, damn it, get me Trish and Sable. We got to have a bra and panties match.
And they would come back for it too.
I doubt Trish would. Sable might. It's the 26th, not the 27th. See, you were going to mess up the W. You work for AEW, don't you?
What?
You're an undercover agent. You're an undercover agent for AEW. You were trying to throw all the WWE fans off, making them watch it, tune in for Monday, and miss Extreme Rules. I know you. You're gonna have to cut me in on some of this damn pay. I know Tony Khan's got a big checkbook.
Oh yeah, Tony Khan's giving me. Tony Khan's been talking to me, and this, right here, saying, just throw off. Just throw them off. Just tell them it's a different date.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Throw them off a day. Throw them off a day. It doesn't have to be long. Just throw them off a day. Well, on that note, when we get to Tony Khan having secret agents on this show, I think it's time to call it a day.
Yeah, if Tony Khan's got secret agents on this show. By the way, I'm gonna give you my number in Morse code. Okay. Just shoot me in on that pay.
Right.
We good.
Both of us. I'm the producer.
We don't
without me.
We don't need Joe. You produce 3 shows a week, Tony Khan. Come on, help me out here.
Hey, I got part of the copyright to all this crap. Remember, my name's on the contract too. So
there's a little problem with our merchandise is being delayed. Don't know why. Hopefully, it'll be here before Sunday.
So, because this Sunday we will be doing a live unboxing of the merchandise plus 2 retro packs, and I'll even let you open one.
Yay!
1991 WCW trading cards.
Does it come with bubblegum?
Comic-Con. I don't know if it does or not, but if it does, I'll chew it. If it does, I'll chew it.
I bet you would.
There's a dude on TikTok, and he he does all of it.
And also,
He will chew any damn gum. I've seen him chew gum from 1984.
And also, according to Nelson, it is the 26th. We are doing a live watch along with Extreme Rules. We're going to get extreme with it on the podcast. It might get a little weird.
Yes, I already told you since that I'd let you have a. I didn't think they did, but now you got Tubby all disappointed. He thought, I have to buy him a pack of gum now to go with it.
Whatever. So, anyways, we will see y'all back here. Same Two Guys time, same Two Guys channel this Sunday. Unboxing and unpackaging and whatever else we can think of to throw into it. Don't forget, Monday is the very first edition of Monday Night Retro at 5 p.m. And
I still like the other night. I still kind of like the. Wait, I can't do it at 5. Oh yeah, it's pre-recorded. Never mind.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded, genius.
But also, I still like the Monday Night War Room better instead of retro. There's too many retros out there right now, and
okay, fine.
I want to miss it.
Fine.
Okay, Sean, if I pull a Missy Hyatt card, you can have the Missy Hyatt.
Okay, fine. Here's the thing. We're going to put it on Two Guys in a Wrestling Podcast's Facebook page. You can vote for the name of the Monday Night Show. I want Monday Night Retro. Yeah. He wants Monday Night War Room. You can even put your thing in the comments. I know a majority of you are going to vote for this little leprechaun over here because y'all don't like me. So, yo, okay?
No, it's because I'm better than you.
Really?
Right. I know shit.
Who's the host? Who's not? Nelson, of course you're going to vote War Room because you don't like me.
Who actually said, you know what? I've got other stuff I got to concentrate on right now. You take over being the host.
But see, here's the thing, though. If we call it the War Room, when we're done with the Monday Night Wars, it's not going to make sense.
Well, then we come in with it. First off, do you know how long the freaking Monday Night Wars was?
You said you wanted to do 1, 2, skip a few, 99 to 100.
Right. No, I said I wanted to cover key moments.
Yeah, key moments, but there wasn't that many key moments.
Yes, there were. There were a good amount.
The only ones that I could think of.
Are we going to cover a whole? If you're covering key events, are we really going to sit and watch a 4-hour pay-per-view? Yeah, we've got, and like I said, this would be for the Monday Night Wars. If we're doing the invasion, then it would be, Body Snatcher or the Pod Room or whatever. We go for something different each when we change it.
The reason why I was saying Monday Night
and Monday Night Retro really wouldn't work either because we're covering pay-per-views and sometimes possibly SmackDowns and Thunders.
But here's the thing. Let me finish my thought process, sir. The reason why I was going to call it Monday Night... Shut up. The reason why I was going to call it Monday Night Retro is because it includes all the stuff like that. It includes a Thunder. It includes a SmackDown. It includes a classic pay-per-view.
Well, now we've got another chime in for Monday Night Retro War Room.
That could work.
Well, see, the thing, and honestly, I wasn't going by... I like the retro idea, but I'm looking at the retro review guys. I'm looking at Papa Stro doing WCW retro. You see,
and
it's kind of
let's do what Tosh said: Monday Night Retro War Room.
Combo both of them. There we go. Which actually kind of fits because actually I like that. The more I think about it, the better it fits. Because, like I was saying, by calling it something different, like let's say we do the invasion angle. Okay, well, it can be Monday Night Retro Invasion. Monday night, we can change it for whatever angle we're going after.
Yeah, and like I said, my initial idea behind doing this was to just do a classic pay-per-view, but we expanded upon it and decided let's just do key Raws and key SmackDowns and a pay-per-view.
Right. So we're still gonna get all that crap hammered out at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in case you haven't noticed, it took me 2 weeks to put the new logo into this, and I still haven't sent them the show from Sunday. So in
But
case you haven't noticed, we are not very organized.
So as far as the plan goes,
By
right
the way,
now,
our secretary, she keeps not showing up. We're going to have to let her go.
right? And the plan going right now is we're going to do the Monday night show, pre-record it, and have it air at 5. This Thursday show, pre-record it and have it air at 7. That's the going plan right now. Fingers crossed that Joe actually remembers this stuff. I might have to text him. I might have to text it to him later.
Yeah, a few times.
All right. Well, so for Mike and Joe and everyone in the comments, thanks for being here, and we'll see you same two guys time, same two guys channel. Deuces.